Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a weekly love spread for all of my Virgos out there for the week of January 14th into the 19th. So, let's get to it. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. 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 Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards that I need to see. What type of love or energy is coming towards my Virgos during the week of January 14th to the 19th? What type of energy is coming towards my Virgos during the week of January 14th to the 19th? Show me the cards that I need to see. Okay, here we are. Feels good. Okay. All right. So, first up, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it is beginning to move in this person's favor. The Wheel of Fortune is beginning to move in this person's favor because you're beginning to take stock of them. You're really beginning to recognize this individual. Okay, so this is a person that, you know, talked to you a couple times. There's been some light flirtation. But there really is beginning to be this sense of there may be a real connection there with this individual, okay? This person is very straight up and transparent also about what their intentions are, okay, and how they feel about you. So there's no mystery here. This person is being very upfront, open about how they feel about you, like they want to pursue a relationship with you. So it's very clear where their position is. This person is a water sign individual here, okay? Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This person also kind of feels like they're, they pretty much know that they're good looking. In other words, they kind of feel like they're good looking. They know that they're good looking, and they feel like they can be like, you know, that they can be that knight in white shining armor. Again, that could be both male or female. But this individual really is feeling themselves, in other words, right? But with that being said, they're still being very transparent, and they're letting you know, hey, listen, I think we make a really great couple together, all right? And they're trying to manifest that belief into reality. All right, so this is a person that, again, this is a person that constantly is trying to reinforce that belief and put it into motion. And also, this is the individual that that constantly comes up to you and kind of flirts with you a little bit, but kind of begins to reinforce that belief system. You know, we make a good couple, right? You know, I got an extra ticket to this, that, and the other, right? You know, if you need a ride home, I got you, right? You know, this person is really kind of reinforced the fact that they're trying to exert themselves into different aspects of your life, okay? So this is what that individual is doing, trying to manifest that. And, again, the Chariot here, a sense of really trying to assert their will, not in a negative aspect. Right now, it's kind of cute, it's kind of flattering, and you know, and you know it. But they're really kind of, you know, they're really it's a gentle nudge. It's a gentle nudge, if you will. So they're gently nudging, you know, you over to their perspective. It's a gentle nudge. It's beginning to work because, like I said, you're really beginning to notice this individual. You're like, wow, you know, this person is really, you're really kind of starting to make the wheels turn a little bit. You're really starting to think about it, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe, perhaps. So that's what's going on here. This person has contemplated and thought about this quite a bit, actually, okay? How they wanted to kind of position themselves to really kind of nudge you in the direction that they're trying to get you to go in. And right now, all they're doing is just they're kind of sitting there. They're sitting there just waiting for their fruit to ripen on the vine. They planted the seeds, and now they're just kind of waiting to see if it's really going to take hold, and there's going to be some ripened fruit on that vine, and they can really grab onto, and they can really kind of escalate things to the next level here. That being said, however, though, there is a fear that they have, okay, that they're going to be left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles, okay? So let's get a little bit of clarification. Why exactly is the Five of Pentacles here? Let's get some clarification of Five of Pentacles. Why is this Five of Pentacles here? Why do they feel like they're going to be left out in the cold? Why do they feel like they're going to be left out in the cold? Why do they feel like they're going to be left out in the cold? Some cards you need to see. Some cards that I need to see here. What are we looking at here? Ah, I see. Okay, so we got the Eight of Cups here. And the fear that this fear of them being left out in the cold is coming from the fact that they feel as if you're beginning to walk away from them, or you're going to walk away from them. Now, again, the Wheel of Fortune is moving in their favor. You're beginning to recognize them. So again, we're looking at this thing from two different perspectives here. So from the perspective of what the Oracle was telling me is that, hey, you're really the tarot rather, you're beginning to notice them, but you're kind of, you're not giving anything away. You're not making it obvious that you're kind of noticing them, but you're really beginning to notice, and those gentle nudges are kind of working. All right, so that's from your perspective. You're kind of seeing this, but from their perspective, since it doesn't appear like you're really kind of jumping at the opportunity, this fear of being left out in the cold is that you're kind of walking away from them, or you're going to walk away from them, that their advances haven't been accepted, and they're kind of scratching their head like, I wonder, I guess it's not working. So that's what's going on with that. Okay, that's what's going on with that. So okay, so that explains that. So let's see what kind of strengths you're working with. What kind of strengths are my Virgos dealing? What kind of strengths are my Virgos dealing? What kind of strengths are my Virgos dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Virgos dealing with? Okay, here we are. Here we go. Okay, so you do possess the ability to manifest what you want into reality. You're pretty well versed in how that works, the law of attraction, if you will. And you, when you want to, you will implement certain belief system and certain tactics to make what you want into a reality, especially in terms of relationships. Okay, so you're very knowledgeable of the law of attraction and how to use it. So that's one part of the equation here. Again, these are all your strengths here. In addition, for you, things have pretty much come full circle. The World card. So basically you're kind of not into playing games anymore, kind of dating around. You pretty much know what you want. You know what you don't want. Things have pretty much come full circle for you. So there's not a whole lot, at least in your mind, that's left unanswered. You don't have a whole lot of unanswered questions in your life as far as relationship goes and what your interests are. You pretty much know who you are and what you want. Okay, and so that's why there's been this completion here of this cycle. Things have come full circle for you. Also, you make very wise decisions when it comes to your finances. You want to be financially stable, very financially solid and grounded. And that's something that you're very aware of, that financial security is something that's required in order to present a foundation for a relationship. In addition here, you have Five of Swords here. You will fight for a relationship if it's something that you're really feeling. If you're not really feeling it, then you won't fight for it. Like I said before, you pretty much know what you want and what you don't want. So you really try not to put yourself in those type of situations where you're gonna have to fight for anyone. All right. Also here, you're looking at the big picture. We have the King of Wands. You have a tendency to look at the big picture. You think about, tomorrow and the day after and the day after. So you're a big picture type of person. You're a big thinker, in other words. So, you kind of put everything into place, and you kind of see where are these things going to be, where are my feelings going to be for this individual a couple months from now, a year from now. Is this something that I can really can I really grow, can I really experience anything with this individual? Will this relationship bring any value to my life? So you're really a big picture type of person. You're also looking for an individual that is very, very generous, very courteous, very charitable, as far as the pentacles go as well. You're looking for somebody that is willing to spend a little money here or there, because you want to be able to buy them gifts, want them to be buy you gifts and do things with you and so forth. So you want someone that's going to be in a charitable mindset, if you will. And in other words, you're looking for someone that really likes to hoard. They're like a hoarder. You're looking for someone that's more of a sharer, okay, in terms of finances and in terms of emotions as well, emotional supportive needs and things of that nature. Now we have the Page of Swords. So when you sometimes you have the tendency to be, again, but these are strengths though. So sometimes you have the tendency to be very immature when it comes to expressing yourself, especially in the realm of being heard. Okay, there's sometimes this immaturity sometimes that comes through. But as I've said before countless times, when a person is in a situation where they're hurt, you express yourself the best way you can, as long as you get your point across. That's what's important. Okay, as long as you can, not everyone can be articulate when they're defending themselves. Sometimes, it's an immediate thing. So you take what phrases or words or body language that easily accessible, and you run with it. Okay. But again, this is a strength. So you do what you need to do to protect yourself. And finally, you are not afraid to take control of a situation, especially in terms of a relationship. You're not afraid to do what you need to do to kind of move things over in a more favorable direction, if you will. So in other words, you're not afraid to assert your will, okay, to get what you want and get it the way that you want it. Okay, so with that being said, let's see what type of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation. What types of things from the past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? What from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this situation? Okay, here we go. Wow, wow. So first out the gate is Two of Cups. So you're looking for someone, like I said before, things have come full circle. You're looking for friendship as well as someone that is going to be a soulmate to you. Before that really didn't have a whole lot of weight in your life, but now it does. You want someone that you could be on a friendly basis with, you can have a partnership with, and so someone that you could grow with. So that's very important to you. Also, we have here the Ten of Cups. So again, you're looking for someone that you could possibly have a family with at some point. That really wasn't the case before. But like I said, things will come full circle. You know what you want, you know what you don't want. And when you know what you want, that opens the door to be able to expand upon that definition of what you want. You may not have wanted children before. Things have changed. Finally, we have the Ace of Wands. And that means there is a lot of sexual passion and a lot of sexual passion and enjoyment and energy that you have to give to the right situation. Before, it was just, you kind of were going through the motions. Now, at this point, especially in the realm of physicality, being physical, you want to enjoy yourself. You want to have a good time. Sexual intimacy, again, Ace of Wands being the phallic symbol. Sexual intimacy is something that you absolutely want to endeavor in, okay? And being sexually satisfied is important too. Now, on the flip side of that, I'm also feeling as though you want to be sexually satisfied. However, um, this is not the end all and be all. Just going through the motions, just through the motions of having sex, is just that's part of the relationship. You realize you want to be sexually satisfied, but also you realize that having sexual chemistry with somebody is not the end all and be all of the situation. You know, you don't only want to be stimulated physically, but you want to be stimulated mentally as well. So you won't just fall in with somebody just because you have sexual chemistry with them. That's important, but that's not all there is, and you're aware of that. Like I said, things will come full circle. You know what you want, what you don't want. All right. So with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I terminate this reading. What additional information do you want to give, if any? What additional information do you want to give in this situation before I shut this thing down? Okay. Whoa. So one card popped out, so you know what we do. We absolutely take that. So there is this sense of magnetism that is there. There's definitely some attraction that is there with this individual. So there's definitely some sense of attraction there, okay? There's definitely some attraction there for sure. However, with that being said, there's going to be some stretching that's going to be involved here. You're going to have to really kind of, you're kind of, like I said, you're beginning to notice this individual, but you're kind of having to stretch. This person doesn't exactly check all of the boxes. Okay, probably, which is why they got that. They have the feeling that, they're being left out in the cold, or you're walking away because you haven't jumped right away. You're kind of having to bend over backwards to kind of, to even really entertain, having a relationship with this individual. So you're kind of you're really kind of straining what you're looking for. You're like, well, I got 5 things that I want, and this person checks 3.5. So you're kind of doing a lot of stretching to kind of make this thing fit, Yeah, that may be something you may want to consider. In addition, we have also here fragments, okay? Fragments. And so, what that means in the context of this reading is that you are pretty confident and sure about what you want, okay? And you've moved past that. With you having to really stretch the criteria, I'll use that word, the criteria that you're looking for, it's going to kind of leave some fragments here or there. There are going to be some things that you're really not going to be happy with, that if not addressed in the long run, the relationship is going to start to become kind of fragmented. Things that you're kind of willing to overlook things, okay? And, if you're not careful before too long, overlooking those 2 things will become 4 things, will become 6 things, will become 8 things, that type of thing. So you may want to be careful about really what you're willing to accept, and if you are willing to accept certain things, because like I said, this guy or this guy or this girl has the Knight of Cups energy. So they are kind of feeling themselves. So there could be a great amount of charisma here, because like I said, you're beginning to notice it. But just be aware, if you kind of if you start down this trend of overlooking things, it's going to have a snowball effect, and you're going to kind of start overlooking a lot of things, okay? So just be aware of that. All right, now with that being said, I'm shutting this thing down now. So, this is a general weekly love reading. It may not resonate with everyone. If it did not resonate with you, that's okay. There's a link below. Feel free to get a personal reading so I can zero in on your particular situation. If it did resonate with you, hey, that's even better. And you want to know a little bit more, again, the link's below. Feel free to get a personal reading. If you haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.